on me, on our family, on his community, but we're all here, so I'm going to try. My grandfather never turned anyone away who came to him for help. He was a busy man who was dedicated to his work, but he knew the strength of a community depended on its members taking responsibility for one another. His vision for his community required people to accept, in the words of E. Ewing, a Midwestern cultural norm of sharing in abundance rather than scarcity and competition. He worked tirelessly to make sure that people in his community, whether it was a close friend or a simple acquaintance, were being heard, respected, and supported. My grandfather approached his family in much the same way. He expected us, his many grandchildren, to support one another open-heartedly. He taught us the importance of doing a mitzvah every day without expecting anything in return. This is how he lived his life, with a true sense of obligation to others. There is no one who has influenced my life more than Papa Lou. He was, and always will be, the guiding, shaping force of my life. The time I spent with him in his office and around the dinner table are some of my favorite memories, and I will always carry those close to my heart. I experienced the furthest depths of his love and the height of his pride. I will forever be a better person for receiving that love, and I've made it my responsibility to share his love with others. My grandparents only had a small Jewish community in their town. Despite the small number of congregants, my grandfather cared deeply about his synagogue and loved the kinship it created. He was always the loudest man at high holiday services. He fasted for the last Yom Kippur of his life, despite the weakness that his ALS caused, to complete the Dewey just a little more than a week before he passed. My Aunt Cheryl has asked, what could a towering man like that, so close to the end of his life, possibly have to atone for? But in his Judaism and the way he lived his life, my grandfather sought clarity of spirit. For this reason, my grandfather loved Hillel. He loved its openness, its values, and most of all, what Hillel offers to our student community. The Helene G. Simon Hillel has created a space for students to express, navigate, and create and cherish their Jewish identity while developing the leadership qualities that my grandfather practiced himself. Coming to college, I wanted to find a way to stay active in the Jewish community. Through my grandfather, I found Hillel. After attending the opening Shabbat, I was thrilled to learn about the various programs and boards they offer to students. This place has welcomed me and countless others with open arms. Hillel is where I found a place to be myself and do something that my grandfather would be proud of. However, nothing gold can stay. It has been 1 year since a devastating tragedy at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, where a gunman opened fire during Shabbat services, killing 11 and injuring another 7 Jews. This event, the deadliest attack on Jews in the United States, soil, marks a disturbing trend in the rise of anti-Semitic violence around the world, continuing just 2 weeks ago with a shooting in Germany on our holiest day. Just after the Tree of Life shooting, I went to Hillel for a memorial service and found myself surrounded by hundreds of people, members and non-members of the Jewish community, commemorating the lives lost and speaking out against the continued epidemic of gun violence that has plagued this country. With the support of our Hillel, my fellow students, the IU administration, and countless community members, I found comfort in knowing I had a safe place to call my Jewish home away from home. This sense of community is something that my grandfather believed in and actively fostered during his lifetime. With the support of Rabbi Sue, Jess Goldblatt, Mason Greenberg, and more, the Indiana University Hillel is an inclusive space for all. They have supported me through my time here, always making sure that, much like Papa Lou, I felt heard, respected, and supported. I want to thank you all for coming and listening to the meager words I have about my grandfather. Thank you to the Indiana University Hillel Union Board, our sponsors, and everyone whose work made this event possible. Thank you, Anderson Cooper, for sharing your wisdom with us, and thank you to my grandfather, Lou Mervis, for his enduring influence. We Jews leave a stone in remembrance when we visit a headstone. In attending this event tonight, I feel that I can count many more stones in remembrance of my grandfather. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Henry Rosenstein, and I'm the Hillel representative for the team bringing Mr. Cooper to campus. We wanted to take this time to recognize the donors that brought us together this evening. First, the Mervis family. Tonight is in honor of Lou Mervis and his contribution to IU and the community as a whole. His legacy and impact live on in the act of putting educational and socially important lecturers in front of students to speak on the issues that matter to all of us. For that, we are eternally grateful. Next, thanks to Hillel and Rabbi Sue Silverberg, specifically for dedicating time and resources to this project. Hillel's mission to offer enriching, creative, and meaningful experiences for their students is clearly seen in their partnership in this lecture tonight. To the Indiana University Memorial Union Board, who spent 10 months planning, marketing, and running logistics for this event, and for working diligently to make this a free event for all students, and to all of our donors and sponsors whose generosity and dedication to their students made this possible. So, thank you to the College of Arts and Sciences, the Media School, the Dean of Student Affairs, the Hutton Honors College, the Kelley School of Business, First Year Experience, Office of the Vice President of DEMA, the Bicentennial Project, and finally, to the Musical Arts Center for opening up their space to us tonight. Let's give our sponsors a round of applause.